Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. We got some cool bands on the channel today. We got two bands from the UK, one band from London, one band from Ontario, so we're in local hands. We've got loads of people following from those areas of the world. This first band, they made a priority submission, which is really cool, which is why we've got this day on the channel today. I've pulled other bands out that are similar to this kind of band. So we got a nice kind of gig going on with the three different bands, which is pretty cool. This band's called Muscle Vest. They're from London. Their track's called Creepy Crawly. Now, I would call this music, from what I've heard of it anyway, post-hardcore. Now, I'm not sure many other people would call it post-hardcore, but to me, this is the first wave of post-hardcore type of stuff, screamo-y type of stuff, got more of an emotional edge, got more of a twanginess in the guitars. You'll see what I mean, but see what you call it. Put it in the comments. Nice bass. Cool energy. It's got that party groove to it, drunkenness to it as well. It's funny how small your amp can be nowadays compared to the cab. Look at the dude on the right, well, and the guy on the left as well. He's got those little orange amp. He's got that little amp on top of a massive cab. It's got a good sound though. Yeah. This music's just got a good energy to it, it's got a good bounce, it's got like a party vibe to it. Sick. I love this kind of music. I just think it's got a great energy. It's got a great sound. I like the twanginess in the guitars. It's more of a stringy sound, but it goes great with this hardcore-y type of music. Adds just a cool sound to the mix. You can hear the bass super nice in this one as well. Big fuzzy bass. Cool vocal with a lot of hype in it. Got a drunkenness to it as well. It's got like a spoken wordiness to it and an emotional edge as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this music. It's really cool music to listen to. So yeah, super nice. Now I've lined up another band from the UK that have got a similar kind of sound. We've had these guys on the channel before though. This is Weaponry. They've got a new track for us called Blindly Follow Us. So let's follow them. These guys are a bit louder.
shop. Just the end and the last drop. Impassive, sparkle like a butcher. Shot and mashes the scared of the future. When they're fed to war. Well, that's when you end it all.
A nice positive video. Or maybe not. Guy's graveling this guy's throat. Keeping the tempo around.
I believe in what you've got. I'm dead of feelings are tied up in knots. No waterfall of the good I've done. Just a flood of camps and a shot of guns. A crazy ass they call.
Yeah, lots of different changes in this one.
He's a miracle. Only in miracle. It will weigh you down. And they're running round and around. Was life so hard, you ask? Blindly follow us. All these people are dead. All these people are dead.
Oh, the room sound on the vocal there sounds really cool.
All these people are dead. They're dead. All these people are dead. Look at all that they left planted seeds. But the shade of shoes will never cease. Sway. All these people are dead. All these people are dead. All these people are dead. And the way left like
These people are dead.
All these people are dead. Look at all that they left planted seeds. But the shade of shoes will never cease. Sway. All these people are dead. I can way left like that selfish life. Am I not that they have something to die for? I've got nothing to die for. They have nothing to die for. I've got nothing to die for. I'm dead.
Cool. I enjoyed the video. Really great job. I think from the last track that we saw them, these guys have stepped it up as well very nicely. High quality video to go with it as well. Very, very cool. Great job. Particularly in the vocal in this one is where the energy, you're getting the energy and the emotion from the music. Nice big fat music to go with it though. Big weighty drums, huge chunky guitars, sounded great. But yeah, the vibe of that track came through the vocal, the gravel in his throat, the emotion, the way he pushed his vocal really hard. I love to hear that. I loved it as well where they broke it back into the room sound, just added some atmosphere and dimension to the track, gave it a kind of 3D space because you felt like you're in the room with him. So I think that's a really cool move when bands do that, to add a bit of kind of studio sound to the actual mix. I always used to love it on albums where you could hear stuff going on in the studio, a guy clearing his throat or something like that, you know, plugging in a guitar or something like that. It always just sounds cool. It's just a little nuance to add to the mix that just adds a bit of extra flavor to the sound. I thought it was really cool. Great job. Now, this last band, these guys are from Ontario. We love Ontario bands on this channel. We've got loads of Canadian and Ontario followers as well. So hiya to all you guys. We're going to check out one of your bands. This is Trauma Lanes. We've had these guys on the channel before, but not for quite a while, I don't think. Really quite early on, I think we had these guys, if I remember correctly. Although I don't remember correctly quite often. This track's called Tinnitus at 20 Feet. It's featuring Brandon Walton. It's got an official vid. So we've done well for the videos as well today. Let's finish off with these guys. can crank these guys up just a little bit. There we go. Now these guys have got that early 2000s post-hardcore vibe to them as well. It's in my heyday when I used to love this kind of music. Sounds right, it's got the right energy. Nice on the drums. Oh, I've just noticed this track's in mono. I didn't notice that straight away because it just actually sounds like a super mono track. It still sounds like it's got a decent amount of width to it, which means it was mixed well. This is the kind of music you can move about to though, you get your groove on. Yeah, cool shouty vocal. Dirty guitar tone in there. Go. As I say, it sounded great in mono as well, which tells you it was a good mix. But I'm not sure if they'd ever mix that in mono or not. I don't think many bands do that nowadays. So maybe it was just somehow it came out in a video render, but it still sounded good. So no worries. Man, I like this music a lot. I got into this stuff in the kind of early mid 2000s, 2003, 4, that kind of air, Poison the Well, and moving into that kind of post-hardcore-y with an emotional edge, more twangy guitars, more of a groove in the music, breakdowns and all that stuff as well, an emotionalness in the vocal, that screamy, shouty, moving into screamo type vibes as well. You know, it's a birth of all of that kind of music, moving out of the kind of metal hardcore scene into a more emotional edge, a bit more reverb on the guitars, maybe things like that. So yeah, I think it's really good. It's just got a great energy, this music. It's got a cool emotional edge in the vocals as well, and it just comes across nicely. I think it sounds great and the energy's great. So I've enjoyed all the bands today. Nice to get bands out of the UK. I like checking out UK bands, but also nice to get more bands out of Ontario. So yeah, we'll check all these bands out again. Keep sending your music into the show. We enjoy it very, very much, and we'll see you tomorrow. See you guys. Bye.